Welcome to our next segment where we talk about some great initiatives that have been done by women, and the program segment is called She Did It. These two ladies did it.
Oh, wow.
And that's why we want to feature them, celebrate them, congratulate them, and really just put them on a platform that the whole world can see out there. And since I was feeling really scared here by two masterful entrepreneur ladies, I'm getting my colleague, Ria, to co-anchor with me. And she's going to ask the smart questions and I'll be the silly guy. Okay? So without further ado, let me introduce these two ladies and the best which would be for themselves. This program, the company that they run is called Merakive.
Yes.
And well pronounced, she said. Very, very sort of acknowledged properly. Asya, what does Merakive mean and what does it do?
Merakive is a made-up word that we created, and it's a combination of two words. Meraki is a Greek word, which means to do something with so much passion and love that you leave a piece of yourself into your work. And hive, as you know, it's an English word, which means where people are constantly busy or constantly creating something. And that's what we do. We do it with passion, we do it with love. We are a digital agency, independent, all-women startup agency.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
so
what
it means. So what does it mean, all women? Is it for women, by women?
Yes.
Or is it
that's
by women, but it can be shared out?
At the moment, it's by women, for women, and that's the exact slogan that we use on some of our creatives as well.
Okay. So Asya and Roshni, why are we focusing on the female sector and just clustering around that? Is there a specific reason?
We actually get this asked a lot, so there have been a lot of times that we keep answering it constantly. So it's not a competition where we say that yes, women are better than men or we are equal. It's nothing to do with that. I think it's mainly because, and especially obviously you see that in UAE itself, and we're the first agency, or second in the world. The first one is in Australia. So out of 2.65 million women in the UAE, there are 2 women who thought of having an all-women agency. Why, And I think it's mainly, it has to do with the thought where people do not really accept or they do not really believe that a woman can do it all,
I believe that. She believes that. We all believe
do.
that.
I definitely think so.
Women do,
Yeah.
but I think in general, if there is a woman, like we were just talking about the hashtag, she did it. And I think some people might not even read it as she did it. They will be like, did she really do it? Or did she do it on her own? So that's the mentality that we are here to change, that yes, women can do it all. They're here to empower women. So it's like run by women for women, where we are helping young females especially to have a platform where they can be confident, where they know that they can grow and they can lead in the industry. So I think that's the main objective of having an all-women agency.
Women are more known to be bite-backing and saying bad things about each other. How do you feel like in your agency people are working together? Are they empowering each other? Are they working together? Are they bringing each other as women up? Or do you think that it's just a mentality that we're trying to break?
Okay, so I find that women find it very hard to stand up and take the leadership role. They're always very skeptical about themselves. Even when you see a managerial position or many C-level jobs out there, there are not many women out there. We at Merakive, we want to encourage women that saying, hey, you can take a stand. Your ideas are going to be appreciated. We encourage women to think differently. What we also do is that we embrace technology and the changes in technology and the disruption of the digital world. So when a woman sees another woman doing all of this, it actually encourages them to do it themselves.
I have personally done a lot of work in microfinance with Professor Mohammed Yunus in Bangladesh. And traditional wisdom was saying, do not lend to a woman, do not lend to somebody who doesn't have a job, A woman doesn't have a job. She's a mother, she's a farmer, she's a cook, she's everything. So it wasn't that. The third area was don't give somebody who doesn't have a job. So, and the fourth one was collateral. They weren't able to give collateral. Okay. So this is traditional wisdom as far as banking and financial institutions are concerned. What Professor Yunus did, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize for that, and now over 300 million women have been touched by this, is that microfinance loans were given to women, 96% plus. They have a 99.9% return rate, and it empowers the entire community because they focus on education for young girls.
Yeah, exactly.
They focus on the community. Men go out there and spend it.
Yeah.
Women invest it to grow for the future.
Yeah.
Is that the sort of area that you feel that you as a digital agency, because now these ladies have all got a cell phone. 20 years ago, they only had a sewing machine.
Yeah.
How can you bring this world together using your digital power?
Okay.
Big question. Sorry.
It's a big question, and it's a very good question because in today's age, you see teenagers talking about technologies like VR, AR, or AI, chatbots. And if you look at millennials, they are there on social media. They are doing businesses on Instagram, which is the widely used platform in today's age. I think in terms of having women empowerment and digital technology, it's already there. It's not something that we will be creating or we'll be telling people, hey, we are the first all-women agency in the Middle East, but it's not that we are the first people to actually talk about women empowerment. So I think on digital itself, it really depends on how you use the platforms. It's not like nobody will come and teach you, like, this is what you need to do and this is what you don't have to do, do's and don'ts.
It's just that we embrace change. If you go to see, there are many corporates out there who have a specific way and a specific way of selling a specific product, and then they have to really employ managers of change. We don't need managers of change. We have been born and brought up in a place that is constantly changing, and we know how to adapt to these changes. So for us to connect, because we started with what? How many people in the UAE? 9 million? 9 million people in the UAE, but when you think about it in a more global aspect, there are about 4 billion internet users and I think 3 billion social media users, So it's such a wide world out there, and you can connect in so many ways, and there's just so much of engagement opportunities.
Tell us about your agency. What does it actually do?
So we are digitally focused. We specifically focus on digital media.
Okay.
We do a bit of PR and traditional media as well, but as you know that the market shift has been completely shifted to digital. So it's all digital services, including social media services, where we create content for our clients, mainly in English and Arabic at the moment.
How many people do you employ?
How many people do we have at the moment?
Yes.
So in Dubai's office, we have about 10 people in the team, including the both of us. And we have expanded to the Canada region. Okay. And it's just our first year, so it's very exciting. And we have 2 people working from there with us at the moment, and it's our first month in Canada.
First month in Canada, and how long in the UAE?
We started in April.
Okay. So you're very young. Are you making money?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
She laughs and she says a lot.
A lot.
No,
I know the finances. A lot.
What kind of a question is that? Of course we're making money. Why would you even ask that question?
I know.
I think for a
startup,
why would you start up if you didn't want to make
you're
money?
Following a dream.
Yeah, of course, it's your passion.
Big.
You don't always make money in startups.
Exactly.
And 95% of the startups fail in the first
Merakive
year.
space. I'm in the passion space.
Exactly.
Exactly. You can work on the hive. I'll work on the passion.
I think for a startup, we are doing very well.
Okay. And on this trajectory, how long before you are becoming profitable and engaging with a wider community?
How long would it take us? Sorry.
Yes. To become profitable, unless you're profitable already. If you are, then you are a very unique agency.
We are.
We are?
Yes. I think it also depends on how much you're actually investing in the company.
Right.
And we have been given a platform, which is Dtec, where we did not really have to go by, how people used to do it 10 years ago. You need to have a funding of X amount, or you need to have, this much into your bank account. So I think we got saved from all of that financially. And it was a very minimal investment to begin with. And I think we are doing very good at the moment, and I'm not even joking about it.
See, I think you need to teach me because I don't know how to do it that way.
I think how we've saved ourselves is that we're not like a major company where we have a lot of overhead charges.
Exactly.
And we are very flexible and
smart.
very adaptable.
Working from a garage? I'm serious. Are you working from home?
We used to work from home, and then I mainly prefer working from here.
Yeah.
But we do work in coffee shops, or we go out, like, it's more about socializing and getting the word out.
Because when we write your story, we need to know where you started, you see.
No, we used to work from home. We used to work from coffee shops. We used to be in Starbucks till they close.
Okay.
But then we did find a platform where we could come and we could, like, have our setup.
How would you say corporate companies should empower women?
I think there should be more recognition, because there are a lot of incredible women within the region itself. And I think, like, even more recently, there is more recognition for women, especially for Emirati women in the region itself. And they're doing things that we did not even imagine, So there is, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Raha Muharrak. She's the first Saudi woman to climb Mount Everest. There's the first Emirati hijabi skater. There are other incredible women. Weightlifter. I don't know if you guys have heard of Sheikh Al-Qasmi. She's from the royal family, but then she's an athlete, and she's out there on social media telling people to follow their dreams or follow their passion. And even her stories are different, where she, like, met an accident, but she's still going for it. So there are a lot of women. I think there should be more platforms where women are recognized and they're actually appreciated for the work that they do.
So if we wanted to engage you and employ you, will Ria have to make the application, or am I allowed to do it?
It's funny because we actually got a query from one of our clients asking that, because we do a lot of influencer collaboration as well. And the query was like, do you guys work with male influencers? And I was like, yes, definitely we do. Like, we are an all-woman agency, but we do work with men.
Sure. But in an influencer environment and the kind of drama that we go through, psychologically even, you're being measured by the number of likes you have, by the number of followers you have. I mean, from a social perspective, is this healthy? I mean, are you creating a new generation of seriously narcissistic and self-absorbed people?
I would say a lot of people say social media is bad and stay away from it. Social media is not bad. It's up to you whether you make it good or you make it bad. If you use it in an unhealthy way, and I do blog myself, where I have 15K followers, not a lot. But it's just that I am surrounded by influencers, and majority, like, you would see every other person being an influencer on social media. And I see a lot of my friends, like, just looking at their Instagram and telling, oh, we're not getting more followers. And it affects them mentally, because the bar is set too high. Like, you need to have 100K followers to get collaborations. So it's not healthy, but it depends on how you cope up with the situation and how you, and again, like, like you said, that startups, it's not all about money. It's you following your passion. Same goes with Instagram itself. It's not about the amount of followers and the engagement you get if it's your passion. But I think it's more like a business these days.
So Rashni, when you close your eyes and dream, do you dream a lot?
Of course
She
I
sees
do.
Merakive. Let me answer that before you even ask
so
it.
when you close your eyes and you dream and you see Merakive, in 5 years' time, what do you see? Close your eyes, please, and answer this question with your eyes closed.
Do it.
I've been
Go
asked
for
so
it.
many times about where I see Merakive, to be honest, but
Eyes closed, please.
oh my God, okay. I see Merakive in a world.
Very dramatic.
Okay, so
You open your eyes again. I want you to be in total
Just be in that state.
dream
and be
mode,
like-
dream mode.
Okay, so Merakive is going to be a global agent. Oh, I can't. I have to dream with my eyes open.
You're dreaming with your eyes open. Oh my. Okay, please.
Yeah, so it's going to be a global agency, and we've just started up in Canada. And like I said, there are about 9 billion to 8 billion people that we have to reach. So we are looking forward to expanding into various other sectors. Saudi Arabia is one of them. We're thinking of various other places. In about 5 years, there's so much to do. Oh my God, there's so many awards to be won, so many campaigns to be run, so many people to reach. Yeah.
And so since you're better at closing your eyes and dreaming, tell us your dream as a final comment.
Do I have to close my eyes?
Try it, Asya.
Okay.
It's so like...
What?
It's so weird, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's weird. That's how you dream. So
Absolutely.
if I close my eyes, I see. If I have
You
to.
see a blue ocean,
No.
see palm trees.
If I have to
Teletubbies?
think of my goal, and if I have to think of Merakive, and I think I see a community where there are women who are happy, who have a job that they love, who are making a change on a daily basis in the region or in the world. And I think the reason that we started Merakive was not just to have an agency and earn profit and earn money. I think it was majorly because we wanted to create a community where women are appreciated, and we are the ones who tap to the latest trends, technologies. So I see a world of Merakive where women are constantly creating great campaigns, great ideas, and they are go-getters, and they're getting what they have planned for themselves.
What a wonderful response. Thank
Oh
you
my
very-
God, okay.
Thank you very
That
much.
was so
indeed.
good. You should actually tell people to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You open your heart, and I could see you were dreaming, and that's exactly what happens. When you close your eyes, you remove a lot of the variables around you.
Exactly.
And you start touching your heart. And you connected with
I
your
think
heart.
all this while I wasn't even aware that there are people, but after I opened my eyes, I'm like, okay, who all listened to that?
No,
But yeah, that was nice.
You are Merakive, which is passionate. You put the whole thing together, which you're hiving. So Merakive is obviously a wonderful brand name, and I dare say your energy and the capabilities will fulfill your dreams, and I hope you do.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much indeed. A big hand
you.
for these two ladies.
Thank you.